This is Slade Productions in review. It's almost 6 years until I uploaded my first video to this channel, which is crazy. It's absolutely flown by. I uploaded just before COVID. So we're gonna have a look back at my channel and study the videos that I've uploaded over time, which I think is always a very interesting thing, looking back at old channels and seeing the first things you ever did. I think there's something really important about appreciating the work that you've done in the past. As I see it, as the work that I've done in the past is what has got me here today. Now what's really funny is that this channel has gone through 4 different name changes. So I started the channel off and I called it Har Mania. Why I chose that name, I've got no idea. My school at the time contacted me and told me that I need to change the name. So I came up with Har Mania instead. That change happened not too long after starting up the channel. How my school found it, I've got no idea. And why were they even looking for it anyway? So then it was Har Mania for quite a while, especially over college. And then going from college to uni, I realised I need to change the name because I want it to be a little bit more professional. And it's always difficult changing the name of your channel because you know that people now know you as Har Mania. But I think I knew that I'd be meeting new people, so it made sense to change the name. So I eventually decided on Slade Productions, which is a way more professional name. I guess the word productions helped me because it meant that could cover most types of filmmaking. And then now after uni, I've decided to change the name to my own name, Harvey Slade. And I think the reason for this is because I want to separate my YouTube channel and Slade Productions. I think that Slade Productions is somewhat its own thing. Slade Productions is where I want to make films and my TV show that I'm making at the moment. Whereas my YouTube channel I haven't uploaded to for a year because I've been focusing so much on the stuff I want to do for Slade Productions. So I thought, well, I can just change the YouTube name to Harvey Slade, and any Slade Productions stuff that I make can go on the channel, just specifically under Slade Productions, because I guess I want to make videos which are both productions and also just YouTube videos. And I think there's something really exciting about just turning on the camera like this and just recording a video. So we're going to have a look back. So looking back at the first video we did, we got episode 1 of Duplication. That was the first thing I ever uploaded.
Who are you? No, who are you?
And I remember this video, I was sat down in my room and I suddenly had an idea about a character coming in and sort of finding someone who looks exactly the same as him, and they have a funny interaction, you know, and I just thought, oh my god, I could film that so easily just by putting the camera facing it one way, turning the camera the other way, and sort of acting out these 2 different characters myself. Bam, easy, that would be so fun. And I made it, and people really liked it, you know, my family and friends liked it, so I was like, okay, I'm going to make another one. And I ended up making 10 of them. And I remember, you know, they kind of got a bit more complicated as they went on, and I realised how much I actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed acting in it.
Did you now, Harvey?
I really enjoyed pulling my family and friends into it.
There's something wrong with your grandson.
Duplication is where I learnt a lot about how to even edit a film. I remember I literally just used iMovie on my phone. If I could pick a favourite episode out of the 10, it's mad, I don't even remember half of these actually. One that's standing out to me is episode 7. There's quite a few characters that I play in this one. I think it was just really fun to experiment with the editing and just switching between different people. Having 5 different characters played by me all in one room. So the next thing I did was Edwina, which is about a teddy with superpowers that's trying to kill you.
Why is there a teddy bear?
And if we look back, the CGI is absolutely awful. I really thought I could make it look really cool. You know, I was like, oh yeah, I'm sure there's a way of like getting an electric bolt to like electrocute me. And I used some really awful app that I downloaded. Very funny, but again, I was just trying new things, and I think that's what it's all about. Favourite episode of Edwina, probably be episode 3, because there's a section in the first half where I'm running through the house and the bear is coming after me, and I did actually like come up with some creative things. I'd say execution probably not so much, but in terms of just the ideas, I think it was just pretty fun. So I remember whilst doing Edwina, I was watching a show called Taskmaster at the time, and I decided I wanted to do my own version of it. So that's where I did Task Mania. Now I think it is quite cringe. I do go a little bit over the top with the presenting here. Hello and welcome to Har Mania. And this also very much helped my editing skills because it was a completely different style of editing. After that I did another sort of reality thing that was to be played at my mum and dad's wedding.
Lisa and Darren's wedding!
It did get screened to them, and the idea was to embarrass my mum and dad. However, looking back, I do feel like maybe the video was a little bit too self-centered. Rather than embarrassing mum and dad, there was a lot of kind of focus on me and my embarrassment, and whereas I think I should have tried to integrate mum and dad into it a little bit more. So I'd done a lot of reality stuff in those few months. So I wanted to go back to trying something new. And that's where I came up with the Angry Farmer.
Ain't your space,
Why
mate.
you park right in the gateway to my field now, so you have? How can I get into the
Just
field?
bugger off and leave us alone.
And I just think here I definitely noticed a improvement in my filmmaking skills. And it looks like the release of Angry Farmer 2 seems to be a year into making videos. So a year's progress. Really not too bad looking back at the first video, episode 1 of Duplication, compared to the Angry Farmer 2. Then we've got a gaming video which I did with my granddad and Trevor.
I can't steer this bloody thing.
I also specifically wanted them in the video because they were both in the Angry Farmer. Then COVID hit, so I made sort of what to do in board and isolation or quarantine video. Just really silly stuff, you know, just kind of taking the piss out of the whole situation. The next one is taking a look at this golden box. Hello you lot, it's Harvey here, and I'm back with another video. It's just a video of me opening this golden box that seems to spawn different items. Right, let's see what we've got. Whoa! I remember my room being an absolute mess after that video. Then we did a fight scene at college called Don't Touch My Juggling Equipment. That was with Toby. I think it was at this point where I realised I do really like fight scenes, and so I started to make them more at college. Then I went back to Task Mania. This is probably my least favourite 2 videos that I've ever done. Task Mania Virtual. Well, that was a very dramatic introduction, but there's a reason for that, because instead of having 6 contestants, we've got 12. I really appreciate all the people that joined in on these videos, because fair play to you, because looking back I hate the videos. I just hate the style, I hate the way I did it. It's quite boring. I suppose I didn't have much freedom because again it's virtual and it was during COVID, but again, you just make things and you just learn. So then I'll talk about these separately. Ordinary-ish. I guess it was in some ways a sort of spin-off to Duplication, where it was me playing all the characters. Right, I need a coffee. Dad, do you need a coffee? Yes, thank you. Everyone in this house is going insane, I swear. Granddad, look. So it was around this time where I made Swedge. It was a college project. We wanted the whole film to be fight scenes. It was me and my friends making it at college. Main thing that could have been better is the video quality, some of the sound in places. But my friend Toby did a full soundtrack for it. Me and my friend Jono did a lot of the choreography. My friend Teddy was the cameraman. And we spent 2 months making this sort of John Wick inspired film. If there's any video that I suggest watching, it's definitely Swedge. I'm gonna speed through a couple more here. Playing Rec Room with Toby, John and Teddy.
Toby.
Oh my god, he's right behind me. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my.
Again, I'd worked with them on Swedge, so I wanted to include them in more of my videos. It's definitely the best gaming video I did. Another thing I did with John and Toby, Just for a Laugh podcast, 1, and it was the only one we did. It's just us talking shit. It's not something that's very grand. Next I did Bloody Drunkens. This one was different. It was a one-shot take.
I'm gonna get downstairs. Cheers.
It really did prove how difficult one-shot films and one-shot takes really are. Next one is playing Resident Evil 7, which was a very poor video from me, and I've considered taking it down many times. How many bullets do you want to take? But I just haven't, because again, I think this just comes back to, you make something, you upload it, and you just kind of have to cherish it. No matter how bad or good you think it is, there's always a lesson that you can learn, and it's always good to look back and remember what worked and what didn't work. But after that, this is where I wanted to revisit the episodic television that I really liked from the beginning. So I decided to write something a little bit more ambitious and I wanted to actually make a TV show. I think some of it turned out good, some of it turned out pretty poor, but again, it was a very big turning point with my filmmaking. It was very ambitious at the time. Again, it's a show that I wrapped up, I started it and I finished it. And I think finishing projects was quite rare for me. It was the first time that I'd actually finished a project. Then I made a short film called Do You Want to Be an Assassin? Or So Do You Want to Be an Assassin? Hello?
So, do you want to be an assassin?
Sorry, who's this? It's okay. I'm glad I kept it as a short film. It was just an idea I had while I was away. I think that really taught me the importance of having a start and an end, because when I started making it, I just thought I'd just start making it and see where it went. It really taught me that with films, structure is so key. You definitely can make films just without writing a script, because that's what I did. I didn't write a script for this, and you definitely can do that. But it taught me how difficult it is, and it's the reason why the film is so messy. Then I went on to something a bit more reality-based again, surprising my nan with the dog and my dad with a holiday. I knew that these two surprises were going on, that my mum had been sorting out and organising, and I thought, well, why not make a video on it then? Getting close to the end now, there's a slapstick experiment which I made at uni. Again, it's a very different style. I think I'd watched a slapstick comedy film and we were quite inspired by it, so we wanted to give it a go. Again, it was kind of leaning into the stunt side of filmmaking. Another one made at uni with my friends was how far would you go for a cookie? We did actually make another version of this film beforehand, and we wanted to make it better. So we made this one, which is the second one. And me and my friend Lawton have always been talking about doing a third one and just making it even bigger and better. Whether that will happen or not, don't know. Maybe it will. We do have some big plans for it. We have mapped it all out. But again, it's just finding the time, it's just trying to get everybody together. I think that's the most difficult thing nowadays. I did a podcast with Toby called Film Talk. I think it was more interesting to talk about films than it was for people to watch people talk about films. I think that with podcasts, that really taught me that there needs to be something new coming up all the time. You need to have a new topic every now and again. You need to switch it up. It was very much like we're going to record and we're just going to talk, and there wasn't too much of a plan. And then we finally get to the last video that I did. How long ago was this? Okay, so I released this video 19th of December 2023. We are now currently recording this on the 13th of January 2025. It's been over a year since I uploaded my last video. Now you may be wondering, what is Minville?
So Minville is a 6-part series
About
Minville, I came up with the idea in 2021. Which was just after I did Debacle, which was the first bigger TV series that I did. I remember at the end of 2022, I started filming it. Throughout 2023, I filmed and finished episode 1. I started episode 2. And in the second half of 2024, I started episode 3. And now I'm finishing episode 3 around about now and starting episode 4 in the next month or so. So the progress of this show has been spanning over years. This is the most ambitious thing that I've done. It will be done, and the first 3 episodes of the show will be releasing in June. That's my plan. You never truly know how long these things actually are going to take. But I guess what I want to say is everybody's always got something that they want to do, that they want to try, that they haven't quite given a go yet. Take that leap. Try something new. And this can apply to anything as well. So do it. Do it today. If you can, do it now. Start it now. And if you can't do it today, schedule a time tomorrow that you can do it, or schedule a time next week. So thanks for watching the channel review, and I do plan to start uploading to this channel a little bit more often, so I will see you in the next one.